Hello and welcome back one and all. So it has been one heck of a long time since I last went on Adventure Quest 3D. So we're gonna pretty much kick off with the World Tree, which is the latest little area they added in, other than of course Friday the 13th. If you haven't already, make sure you go follow my Twitter, because I'm starting to use it one hell of a lot more now. Anyway, so there was one quest before this that I already completed, because sadly this one was bugged for me at first. So for the first quest you just literally had to talk to the main NPC and then he sent you off up the little pathway here to go and watch a cutscene. Then of course you can run back down. I'm going to be speeding the video up quite a lot through this. Hopefully you can still follow. I've managed to follow myself, and generally if I can do that, most people should hopefully be alright with it. So these are your two main NPCs, Horok the bird and Slifsgaard here. At least that's what I'm going to use. It's like Slifsgaard, something weird like that. And the quests do pretty much go in a nice easy order, and the vast majority of people should find it no trouble at all. So you just want to head slightly north of him here and literally click on the little glowing patches where you'll plant some seeds and flowers will appear. I believe there are 8 seeds you need to find. They are scattered around, so don't worry if you can't find them all in this area. I didn't actually realise it at first, and I went all the way back for this one, then figured out, oh hang on a minute, if you literally go back here, there's another 2 rating around for you. There may be more scattered throughout. I honestly couldn't tell you that. I never looked any further, but they're definitely all in this starting area for you all. You can then head back to Slifsgaard and turn in that quest. He pretty much sends you on the same sort of thing over and over, just to different areas. You'll see what I mean as we start to get into it. So all he wants you to do here is just go back to talk to Horok again. I really hope that's how you say his name. It's been bugging me for ages, is the word I'm meant to be saying. Anyway, so this game is literally littered with cutscenes, so you'll get another one there, and a nice amount of XP to be fair to it. You then want to head down to the totem. Now this totem turns you into a raven, which is useful for getting one of the pages for the titles you need. Anyway, for this quest all you need to do is literally follow the spirit path. So it pretty much has you going back up towards the fire temple, and then over this little, we'll call it airstream here, and that is literally that quest done. It's pretty cool. I do like the fact they've added that sort of thing in, and of course you get a little travel form. We don't get to keep the travel form, but you get to use something a bit different, which definitely is quite a cool addition to the game. Anyway, so Horok will then make you, of course, turn the quest in, and next up, all he's going to want you to do is to literally go and talk to Slifsgaard again. Yes, I know, it seems to be a little bit repetitive, but I promise you, the quests do actually get quite interesting as we progress through. So anyway, next up, all we're going to want to do is go and kill some water spirits. They are directly behind, I'm calling this south. I don't actually know if this is south, I'm just sort of guessing. So whichever way is opposite to Slifsgaard basically are the water spirits. You can't miss them, they're really easy to find, they're just off the middle of the map. Once you've defeated 6 of them, it will then tell you to go along to the totem and turn yourself into a raven. You then need to follow the path up into the temple. Now the temple will also unlock. There are 4 different temples scattered throughout the map, and we will have to visit each of them. You then go talk to, we'll call him the spirit god at the back, and he's called Pahua or something like that. I don't have no idea in the world how the heck you say that. And all he wants you to do is defeat 3 waves of enemies and a boss. So we'll literally speed this up as quickly as I possibly can, and you'll get the hang of this. This is not tricky at all. The monsters, of course, here will let you heal because they don't auto attack you unless you get too close, and then eventually, once you have completed the lower waves, you will get a boss spawn in the middle of the map, and you can defeat him, and that'll pretty much be it. So there he is. He's not too hard. He had about 700 or 800 health, but you should manage to defeat him pretty straightforward, no questions asked. Anyway, when you have, it will give you yet another cutscene, and it will want you to head back to the World Tree. All that means is literally head back through the main door, and then you're technically at the World Tree, so don't worry about that too much. And then you can head all the way back to Slifsgaard, and you can turn in that quest. Now it's pretty much going to be sort of rinsing and repeating, just going to different corners of the map for the rest of the video, which actually turned out to be quite good fun, because it was something a little bit different for Adventure Quest 3D anyway so far. So all you want to do is head down here. We'll call this the west side. Well, I'm going to stop saying that. And you want to defeat the air spirits. Just follow where I go. I'm not labelling them up as north and south anymore, because it literally will make no sense to you all. Once you've defeated 6 of them, you can head back and go click on the totem again, where we will transform, of course, into the raven. Follow the path I take back down towards the air spirits, and then you literally want to follow this little path up. I I'd describe it as ever so slightly parkoury, but not really that difficult. Apart from there, I fell off. You probably missed it, but eventually you reach the top and there is another temple for you. Now this one takes you on a little bit of a journey. There's quite a bit of jumping to do, but most of it, again, nice and straightforward. Just follow the path all the way up to the top, and eventually you'll come across a guy that looks ever so slightly like he could be in Pokemon. There he is the Air Spirit God. Now for his challenge, spoiler alert, all you're going to have to do is defeat him. Pretty straightforward. Again, he's practically the same as that water boss we faced earlier, so he will not be too challenging at all. It was mainly just the path up to him, I guess, that was ever so slightly longer, but that's absolutely fine yet again. Once you've defeated him, you can then head back to the World Tree, which of course is just through the doorway behind you. Then you can head all the way back down to Slifsgaard, where he will tell you what our next quest is gonna be. And you may actually be able to predict this. So all he's going to want you to do here is to defeat the Earth Spirits this time. So we're going to be going along to the Earth Temple in just a second. Now the Earth Spirits fortunately spawn right next to him, so you really do not have to go very far. Don't walk past it like I did, because I thought, hang on, that cannot be it. But believe it or not, it actually was. Again, you need to defeat 6 of those spirits. There's also some just behind here, which I believe is also the temple's entrance, as we will come on to in just a second. So of course then, once you've defeated all 6, you want to head back to the totem and turn into the Raven. Then head up this pathway, as I do, past the other Earth Spirits and into the Earth Temple. You can go along to this guy here. Now this gets slightly interesting. I actually logged out at this point by accident, and it put me back to being my character. So I wasn't sure if it was going to work for me. Now, if you are still the Raven, maybe something similar will happen. But as I wasn't, it made me fall down here, and I thought it would make me redo it all again. However, it still turned the quest in for me. So pretty much, you could probably just literally jump off of that and die, and you'll be absolutely fine and complete the quest somehow. But that's the way it goes. So head back to Slifsgaard yet again, and that is the 3rd temple completed. So for the final temple, it is of course the Fire Temple. Now this one is back up towards the first quest that we did in this video, so you want to go back up the pathway to near where you had to first inspect the tree. There will be loads of fire spirits up here for you to defeat. Again, you're going to want to defeat 6 of these, and once you have done that, you can head back down to the totem to transform into the Raven for one final crack at a temple. Now, please take note of where we just were, because the actual Fire Temple, again, is obviously going to be back up there. There is one heck of a lot of running around in this game, which is to be honest, that's absolutely fine. Go in the Fire Temple, it's probably the coolest temple out of all of them, and you can go up and speak to this guy here. Now, once you have done that, he is basically going to cause your past self to come and attack you, which is some fire skeletons. It works in a similar way style, basically. It's a wave style, so you'll get loads of them keep attacking you, and eventually you will have defeated them all, and that will be the final quest complete once you have done that. So guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back with some more Adventure Quest 3D content and AQW content incredibly soon. If you haven't already, smash that like button, and don't forget to see the video, of course, by subscribing, and then I'll catch you all again in the next one incredibly soon. Have a lovely day.